Assalamu alaikum, sir.
So, beta, walaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you all?
Fine, sir. Fine, alhamdulillah.
Okay, mashallah. Sorry, but just open page number 61. Okay.
sir.
Yes, walaikum assalam. Is my screen visible to you?
No, sir.
Okay. Now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just listen, see the screen carefully and note it down if necessary. Okay, this is very important. We are just finding and learning how to find out the formula, how to calculate the formula. Representation of compound. Okay. Of compound. Okay, you all know that in a compound, we represent a formula is given to you. What does it mean? Is a formula of one molecule, two molecule, or how many molecules? Suppose that, for example, H2O is a represents water. Okay, is it clear? So H2O is a representation of one molecule, or how many molecules of water are there? Is that audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me how many molecules H2O representing? How many molecules of water this H2O formula represent? Obviously, it's one molecule, beta. Okay. So there are certain rules for writing down a chemical formula. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
For example, everyone listen to me carefully. Yes, beta.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullah. Beta, listen carefully because I will give questions to drive the formula. Okay, so that's it's. What are the steps? There are some steps just to write down the formula. Okay, step number
Sir,
one.
may I tell, please?
Let me complete and I'll ask you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
A chemical formula has two compounds, let's say, two parts. Okay. Chemical formula has two parts. Okay, for example, for NH3, there are two parts. Okay, NO2, we can say that example is given here.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
NO3. Okay, so in this, what we do, NO3, two parts are there. Okay,
Coming in chemistry.
and these parts are written. These two parts.
Sir, how many chapters are coming in chemistry?
Two. Okay, in this NO3, two parts are there and they are written side by side. Is it clear? A rule is there, always write cation first. Cation, you have to write down it first. Then anion. This is very important to you. Okay, remember this thing, this is important. This is a condition that you have to write cations first, then write down anions. Okay. Another thing is that step 2. Okay, in this we have to write down the valencies. Okay, valencies we have to write down here and have to interchange the valencies as a subscript next to each part. Okay, see in your book 60 page, on page number 61. Step 2, valencies and charges are interchanged and written as a subscript next to each other. Okay, 61 beta.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Now step 3, what we have to do? Okay, we have to, in step number 3, in case of compound formed by combination of monoatomic or polyatomic ions are enclosed in brackets. Okay, if compound is having polyatomic ion, so we have to enclose this in bracket if the exchange valency is 2 or more. Okay, this thing is very should be clear, beta. If you have any confusion, you can ask me. Polyatomic ion and should be written in brackets. Okay, brackets if their exchange valence is 2 or more. Remember this thing. Okay, if their exchange valency is 2 or more. But remember everyone that previous knowledge is very important here in driving the formula. Means you should know about the valencies also. You should know about the polyatomic ions also, their chemical formula also. Okay, so these are the steps, and final step is exchange the valencies and divide by common factor. Step 4 is exchange the valencies and divide by common factor. Okay, I am again telling you what we have to do. First, we have to write down the elements, okay, which are taking part in the chemical formula. Okay, the formula. Then we have to write down the valencies. Okay, we do not write charges, number of charge. Okay, we write down the valencies. Third thing is that we have to see whether polyatomic ions are there. Okay, if the polyatomic ions are more than 2, we just put it into bracket. Okay, exchange the valencies and divide by common factor. Is it clear? Now here, if you have any problem, just you can ask me. Yes, beta, if you have any kind of problem, you may ask me. Yes, anyone? Yes, Mariam Khan. Yes, Zubia Ahmed, are you there? Just raise your hand. Okay, beta, tell me, what are these 4 steps? In your own words, don't read from the book. Just in your own words, what we do in these steps.
Sir, we
Sir, can I?
sir, repeat your question, please.
Yes, Muhammad Abdullah, you just tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Uh,
Step 1 is we have to write the valencies and the formulas of the parts. And step 2, we have to write the valencies.
okay.
Uh,
Then
we have to use the bracket for ion OH.
beta, we have to use
And
bracket. Listen, we have to use bracket not for ions. Ions are there. In monoatomic also, ions are there. For polyatomic ions. And there's also
yes,
condition if the exchange valency is more than 2. Is 2 or more than 2, then we have to write down it in bracket. This thing is very important, beta. These 4 steps you should know, and you should also know that how to apply these steps. Yes, continue.
ma'am, step 4 is we have to divide
Yes. Then
divide the valency from the common factors.
from the common factor. Okay. For example, I'm giving you an example also. Yes, any student, other students? Yes, beta. Ilma Danish, are you there? Yes, Ilma Danish, Alia Muhammad. You are not responding, you are not there. Yes, Ilma. I'm telling you, if you are not responding, means that you are there. Just open the meeting and you left somewhere. Yes, how? Just raise your hands who are just now seeing the screen. Yes, Anam Sheikh. Okay, you tell me about this thing. What are the 4 steps and how will you apply in driving the chemical formula of a compound?
The chemical formula of a compound have two parts.
Okay.
The formula of the two parts are written side
Beta,
by side.
beta, don't read from the book. What you understood, that you tell me. What you have understood, that you tell me in 4 steps.
Sir, the chemical formula is written on two parts.
Yes, any years will be a beta.
So first we write the formulas of both of the parts, and then we write their valencies, and then we interchange the valencies and write them as their subscripts.
Okay, formula you said, then you said valency, then after that what you said? What
We
you have
interchange the valencies and make them their subscripts,
Okay, then
and then we divide it by the HCFs.
divide. Okay, so these are the 4 steps basically. Just write down the formula first. Okay, valency, interchange the valencies, and if the valency of the polyatomic ion is more than 2, after interchanging, you will put a bracket. This is the important thing, beta. Okay, remember this thing. Either formula you have to drive, or either a question will come like you have to write down the steps with examples. So, for example, I'm giving you a question. Okay, for example, iron 3 carbonate. This we have to find out the formula of deriving formula for iron 3 carbonate. Okay, listen to me carefully. First of all, you should know about a table is given on page number 60, table 4.4. See table 4.4. In this table, formula is chemical formula and their valency is given of a polyatomic ion. Okay, so here it is written as iron carbonate. So you should know about iron carbonate according to first step. According to first step, write the formula of the 2 parts. Okay, means you have to write cations first and then anions. So formula will be FeCO3. You should know the formula of carbonate. It is written here in the table. So you should go through the table, okay, so that you should write able to understand, able to memorize this formula. Okay. Now step number 2, what we are doing in step number 2. Don't put the charge. Okay, remember in carbonate is represented by CO3 2 minus. Okay, carbonate is represented by CO3 2 minus. Don't put this. Okay, when you are driving the formula, don't write this power. Only write down the formula without valency. Okay, the first part. And step number 2, without sign, basically we do not takes time in writing down the formula. Then step number 2, we have to write the valency without sign. So valency of Fe is 3 and valency of carbonate ion is given, see, it's 3. Okay. It's written here, valency of carbonate is 2. See in your table on page number 60. Okay, do not put the sign. Is it clear? Now, what's the step 3? The first step, we just write the chemical formula. Okay. In the second, we write down valencies without sign. In the third step, step number 3, interchange the valencies and write as a subscript. Use bracket for polyatomic ions if valence is more than 1. Okay, so Fe2, previously it was Fe3, it was a valency, and CO3 whole twice 2. Okay, on interchanging, we get CO3, this 3 comes to this side and this 2 comes to this side, then it will be your Fe2. So this is your Fe2CO3 whole twice. This we have to write after interchanging. See, observe here, bracket is there. Okay, because this is a polyatomic ion and its valency is more than 1. Okay, remember this thing, to put the bracket if the valency is more than 1 for a polyatomic ion. Okay, now divide it divide the valencies with HCF. Step 4, what we have to do? Divide the valency with HCF. So HCF, if 2 and 3 is 1, so we divide it, and finally we get the formula of formula will become Fe2 CO3 whole twice or bracket 3. Is it clear? Again, I'm telling you the same thing. First, we write down the formula as it is. Okay, means it has 2 compounds, iron and carbonate. Is it clear? This carbonate polyatomic ion is made up of 2 carbon and oxygen. Okay. Second thing is that we write down the valencies for carbonate, and writing down the valency, we do not put any sign, negative or positive, just write down the numbers. In the third step, we do interchanging their valencies. We just interchange the valencies. Okay. So earlier the valency of iron is 3 and a valency of carbonate ion is 2. So we just interchange it. On interchanging, we get Fe2 and CO3 3. Okay, the valency of iron will goes to this carbonate ion, and the valency of this carbonate ion will go to this iron. Okay, and finally we divide with the HCF. Yes, is it clear? Yes, beta Zubia and Muhammad Abdullah.
Yes, sir.
Beta, you are raising your hand. Is it clear, or if you have any doubt?
No,
No,
sir,
ma'am.
it was raised before.
Okay, yes, Muhammad Abdullah. Just you want to ask
Ma'am?
something? Yes, beta.
Clear, sir.
Tell me. You are raising your hand. Okay. Okay. So is it clear to everyone what we have to do? Now see, for writing the formula of. Okay. Take an. See, writing formula for iron sulfide. Okay, what we have to do according to first step? Okay, write the formula of the two parts, cation followed by anions. We are writing formula of two compounds. What is the condition of writing the formula? The condition of writing the formula is cation first, then anion. Okay. So formula will be your FeS. Now step number 2, what's write the valencies without sign. So valencies of iron is 2 and valency of sulfur is 2. Okay. See on page number 58, valencies are given. So you should remember this also. The valencies of iron is 3, iron is 2. Okay. On 59 also you can see our table is there. Here you can see the valency for iron also. And after that, step number 3, interchange the valencies and write as subscript. Okay, in this we are interchanging the valencies as valencies of iron and sulfur is same 2, so there will be no effect. It will be written like this. After changing, it will be written like Fe2S2 remains same. Okay. After that, what we do? We just simplify it, or we can say that we divide it with the highest common factor HCF. So simplify or divide by HCF. Okay, so HCF initially Fe2S2 is there. On simplifying, we get FeS. So this is your final formula, FeS, for iron sulfide. Okay. So you should also know that this iron sulfide is made up of what are the elements which are present in this formula, iron sulfide. Okay. Just try to drive formula for CaOH according to steps and send it to me on my number. Yes, beta. Is I audible?
Sir.
Yes,
Yes,
beta.
sir.
Fatima Zahra Ilma Danish, Zubia. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, drive formula for calcium hydroxide. Okay, and send it to me. Okay. Try to drive formula for calcium hydroxide.
Sir.
Okay, and send it to me. Yes. Anyone tell me these steps, what we do? Yes, Mariam Khan. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Better tell me, how will you drive this formula calcium hydroxide?
Okay, sir. Sir, do I have to tell the formula?
And you have to, what are the steps you are going to perform while driving the formula for calcium hydroxide? Just tell me. It's very easy, beta. Just go according to steps. Okay. Everyone just go according to steps. First step is write the formula of two parts. This Muhammad Abdullah, just wait. Just go according
Okay.
to step. Okay. First thing is given to you. Just see the examples carefully. Okay. Write the formula of two parts. So two parts will be your calcium and OH. Okay. Step number 2 is write the valencies. Okay. So valencies you should know. You know the steps how to drive the formula, but you write wrong valencies, then you will definitely get the formula correct. Okay. So you should know the valencies of calcium and this polyatomic ion, that is OH. So see in the table, this table 4.4, it is given here OH represents hydroxide and its charge is -1. Okay, so just write it and you know the valency of calcium. Okay, it's see on page number 58, the valency of calcium is given as 2. All the tables are important. Listen, students, read these tables, okay, carefully and observe the pattern also, okay, and try to memorize these things. Calcium valency is given is equals to 2. And another thing that is hydroxide, yes,
What is mean by subscripts?
subscript that you have the number you have to write at the bottom. Okay,
What, sir?
you have to write the number or anything at the bottom of that alphabet.
Okay.
Okay, after hydroxide valence chemical formula for hydroxide, or you can say valency of hydroxide is given as 1. -1 is there, so no need to write the negative sign. So no need to write or either negative or positive sign. Is it clear? After that, these two steps are completed. Just write according to that. Okay, it will become your Ca2 and you can write OH1. Okay, then just interchange it. I'm right here. Valency is 1. We need not to write the bracket here, but we are writing bracket because when we interchange the valencies, it will become more than 1. So that's why we write the bracket here. So on interchanging the valencies, we get Ca1 and OH2. Okay. Earlier we taught you this thing that the valency is 1. We need not to write 1. Okay. If charge is 1 also, we need not to write the charge 1. Okay. Just write plus sign or minus sign if it is anion or cation, whatever. Is it clear? So need not to write the 1. Okay. So finally divide the valencies. What we are getting? We get Ca1 and OH2. See the previous slide. This we get finally after interchanging. Now we have to divide it with the common HCF. Okay. Now last step, divide with HCF. Okay. So HCF is written for 1 and 2 is 1. Okay. So final formula will become your CaOH. see here, the difference is we do not write 1 here. The final formula, we do not write 1. Okay. If there is no number, it understood that it is 1 is there. Okay. Like in maths, if there is no number in the denominator, it is understood that 1 is there in the denominator. Okay. This thing is clear to everyone? Just raise your hands. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Just raise your hands, everyone.
Sir, clear.
Okay, only one student. Yes, Mariam.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's clear to you, beta.
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay, sure. So, just tell me about this thing about what do you mean by this polyatomic ion? Because these things you have to come almost on every page about polyatomic ion. What is that? It has been discussed in the class also. What is that polyatomic ion? Yes, Mohammad Umar, Imad Danish,
Yes,
Mariam,
sir.
tell me about
Yes, sir.
what is poly.
Sir, a group of atoms that take part as a unit in the chemical reaction.
Okay, you can
That
say
may be charged.
that's right. Okay, it's a group of atoms that takes part in a chemical reaction. Okay, and they act as a single unit. Is it clear? Okay. So these are the very important thing that polyatomic ion. These things you have to encounter on daily basis. Okay. So okay. Yes. What are the differences between atoms and radicals? Yes. Anam Sheikh, you tell me what is the difference between atom and radical?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Beta, you tell me what is the difference between atom and a radical? Beta, you should keep your things ready. Okay, these things are being discussed. You should revise it and tell me. Okay, if you revise on a daily basis, then what is the need of that you are get blanked when a question is asked to you?
Ma'am,
Yes, tell me.
sir, polyatomic, a group of atoms
Beta, first of all, listen the question. What I'm
and
asking, I'm asking to you. I am asking what is the difference between atom and a polyatomic ion? Yes, anyone? Just raise your hand. Who will tell me?
Can, sir, can you repeat your question?
I'm just asking you one thing that what is the difference between um, polyatomic ion and atom? Yes, Mariam is raising her hand.
Yes, sir.
Yes, beta, you are want to tell the answer? What is the difference between?
Sir, atom is the smallest particle of chemical element,
Okay,
and radical is group of atoms which
okay,
function a single unit in
uh,
chemical reaction
okay,
and may or not.
and yes,
And sir, radical is group of atoms that function single unit in chemical reaction,
I am telling you
and
to
it
everyone,
may
listen
or
to
may
me.
not carry a charge.
Okay, if you are listening the lectures carefully, you will definitely get very good marks, more than 90%. I am telling you. So you should remember the things. Yes, continue better. Just continue.
Sir, can you repeat your question? I
I'm a-
didn't hearing.
Beta, I'm asking you the differences between atoms and radicals. I told this in
Okay.
the previous lecture class. What are they?
Sir, can I?
Yes, beta.
Exist independently, and radicals are exist independently. Uh, uh, Atoms are not react, and radicals are highly reactive.
Yes, very good. And
Radicals are not
this.
single element in one state,
Okay,
but atoms are exist in a single atom. The
okay,
elements are exist in a single atom,
okay.
and atoms are the smallest thing in chemical that cannot be divided. But radicals are the group of atoms, and that can be divided and broken up.
Can be broken. Okay. Radicals can be broken.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then,
Broken up into atoms.
okay. So these are the beta some differences. You all should remember these things. Okay. Now I am going to drive another formula for calcium carbonate. For example, okay, first of all, we write the formula COCO3. Okay, according to step number 1. According to step number 2, the valencies, you should know the valencies. Calcium valency is 2. And this carbonate, this is a, you see in the table again, carbonate, it's a polyatomic ion, its valency is 2 also. Okay. Its valency is 2 carbonate. So we
Sir,
write,
I want to ask a question. Will we have a second assessment also?
yes.
Okay.
So we have to write like this Ca uh, 2, okay, and it will be your CO3 as its valency is more than 1, so we put bracket. Okay, is it clear? This is according, I am going according to steps. First of all, we write the formula calcium carbonate. Then second step, we write the beta Abdullah, just wait. We write the formula for, we write the valencies of calcium and carbonate. Okay, and carbonate is represented by CO3 as you are seeing in table 4.4. It's a polyatomic ion. Is it clear? Now in third step, we are just interchanging. Okay, so on interchanging, there will be no effect because this is 2 here and this is 2 here also. So it will remain same, that Ca2, CO3, 2. And on simplifying, we get the CF of 2, 2 is 2. So we divide, will comes to be Ca and CO3. Okay, it will remain same. Just remember this thing, because on simplifying also uh, it is not more than 1, so we do not write the bracket. This is step is very important. Yeah. Okay, if you write it here, then you will definitely lose your marks. Okay, because you are not supposed to like that, this like CaCO 3 bracket. No valency is here. Okay, valency is 1. We do not put bracket when the valency is 1. So we will write it like CaCO3. Okay, this will be your answer. Yes, who is raising your hand? Yes, Abdullah beta. Yes, tell me.